Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldHomm. Today we are having part 5 of the early access campaign, dungeon campaign in Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, and the mission is Burning Hearts. Lafayette sends a boiling energy deep within the Murmur Woods, which they believe is connected to the unquenchable fire. Finding its source could reveal the truth behind these events. Unfortunately, this energy lies in the middle of a fresh conflict between Templars and Feyfolk. Moving forward will require choosing a side. I think we will take the Blessed by the Sun, not because I would kind of find their position more morally acceptable, but because I'm a castle or temple fanboy. So that's the reason. Yep, I need to play through the campaign a second time at some point. So we could pick the undead and the face as well. I think actually the mission 4, I think it was really a struggle. So I think it's affected by that you can select from 2 missions, and of course the level cap seems to be the same and the scenario is pretty much the same, so which one to choose will determine which one will be more difficult, etc, etc. And here we are, back in the Murmur Woods. If luck is on our side, we won't have to get tangled in the local mess and waste our people on it. Not entangled, oh that would be wondrous. The root fire it stirs and we are closer to it, but... Of course there is a but. There is always a but in these damned roots. Out with it. There is no path, no road walk that leads there. None that we can distinguish. But the energy is still leaking out. It's boiling and the steam is whispering through the cracks. Understanding you is trickier than I had hoped. Fine, how about this? We scout the area, figure out what we are dealing with, and get us out as soon as possible. I'd rather not linger here longer than necessary. Why not? Our Minotaurs are not friends of trees. With trees, we are told you build a lot. Trees are useful to build things. First, I'm a scout, not an architect. Second, it's not about trees, it's about these trees. They whisper. It's sending shivers down my spine. So you take the lead this time and we'll all just follow you. You are more attuned to this place and I'm already stuck relying on your elemental senses anyway. We get to lead, then let's not waste time to adventure. So reach the leakage and both have to survive. Some are banned. Some are not. Muse 2 Griffin Rookery. We could get Sundrop Chapel and Hippodrome, for which we are missing a bit of wood. I think we want to go with Gunnar with these, and we do have all of these. Normal battle, easy battle. Okay. That's acceptable. Lethal. Okay. Those are already quite nice boots. Paired portal. Okay, we need to have that. Difficult battle. Grab some more troops before getting entangled over there. Oh, did I change the difficulty to difficult? Can I think I did. Yeah, it's difficult difficulty. So some swordsmen would be nice. Let's take that. And we are max leveled, so Only gold. Yeah, I think we will take that. So the main goal is to boost creature growth as much as possible. Impossible battle. Lethal. Okay, not very great movement at the moment. Difficult. So we could get alchemical dust. Not going to go over there just yet. Fortifications 2. Hippodrome, Griffin Rookery. And you're sure you cannot do anything else? And we don't have the laws just yet available. Normal battle. Let's go and deal with them. Hey, inflicted 1 casualty. Hey, stop that. Easy and lethal. Perhaps impossible. Impossible. Fortifications. Yeah, let's make them attack a bit more. But you're sure you cannot move? Apparently you cannot. So slow. That's a lot of... blasted sawdust keeps trying to get into my nose. True. Best keep my distance from these sites. No telling what they are building up here. Yeah. Something is being built. And let's make the final fortifications. Hail! A squad from Alvar and quite a large one at that. To what do we owe the visit? You don't seem too surprised. With what I've seen in these woods, little surprises me anymore. Besides, when an army marches in, it's usually for a reason. And from what I hear, Alvar is taking a more active role in the world these days. Several reasons actually, but that's not something I can discuss. Instead, let's talk about your construction project. Well, we are a bit stalled at the moment, struggling with getting more wood. Thanks to the Murmurwoods raiders, wouldn't mind some help since you are here. Help, you say? If you lend a hand, we won't forget the favor. As for what's needed, 50 units of ore and 50 units of wood. The shipments have stopped, and without them we can't finish what we started. We don't have that much at the moment, give us some time. A shame, means we'll be sitting idle for a while longer. Is this more of the same? Knights guarding a mere construction site. These woods are more perilous than they appear. At times it feels as though something watches us from the shadows, sometimes even the trees seem to have eyes. Don't tell me you are frightened. I'm a brave man, but even courage has its limits. Just this week I saw creatures I scarce believed real. Enormous beasts wreathed in flame brighter than the midday sun. Who knows what other wonders or horrors lurk within the forest? Would you happen to know where we might find these fiery birds? Seeking danger, are you? I saw them off to the north, but don't blame me if you end up roasted like festival ox. Okay. And let's go and deal with these. Don't we have Ice Bolt? Apparently not. Okay, nice. And okay, lightning bolt will finish them off. Difficult battle. I think we just might have. So we want to have Griffin Rookery and Sundrop Chapel before the week changes. So what troops you have? Yeah, those. Oh, actually, no need to use that. Oh, we are out of money apparently. Oh, there is some. Once again, I get a feeling that I'm grinding a bit too long over here. Yeah, we're not engaging those, but I think, yeah, we can deal with those rather nicely. Should we... perhaps we should go over there. No, not over there. Okay, these must be dealt with. Anything else we could... Okay, those should be gathered. So now we basically have everything for those. So let's go for this. And I think some Ostringers would be great. Could we perhaps... Okay, gems. What about some more fighting troops? Okay, we don't have the money for more. So let's go and try to recruit these. And you must be guarded. I think this formation could work. Nice. So that 27 attack is no joke. And we don't really need anything from them, so we can just let them go. You probably could use some slower units, so we can start flinging those spells in earnest. Let's go and take these. Mage Guild, I think. Then some more of those swordsmen. I think we will do battle here. Okay, so these probably good charge. Ice Bolt, yeah. Most definitely. Perhaps I was too cautious over here. Let's begin with Fireball. And then Umbral Grip. Then that. Okay, and Ice Bolt. That. Okay. No energy explosion then. Nasty critters. Where is that? Okay, there. Okay, so I guess we can also use old-fashioned tactics. Okay. Take that. And that. And that. And fireball. Well, perhaps we don't need to use it. Yeah. That did the trick. Treasury, we need a bit more mercury apparently. Well, perhaps we could trade it from somewhere. There actually is some more. Okay, that's quite efficient, I have to say. Okay, that's kind of wasted. That's normal battle now. Fair enough. Well, I think we should have actually good chances of winning this. Or we might suffer quite heavy casualties as well. Okay. So, what does that do? Okay. That did hurt. Not sure if this was actually better or worse, but at least we got some cavalry. Perhaps, by the way, I should save. I mean, we are venturing forth with relatively few troops, and we have encountered an enemy. Okay, and let's begin with those. And then Umbral Grip. I guess knights can deal with those. Ghouls could use some help dealing with them. Okay, get away. And then, well, perhaps lightning bolt. is the most efficient one here. Difficult battles. And let's wait. It might be that they... Yeah. An excellent place for fireball. And actually all of you can just wait. Oh. Not quite that excellent, but good nonetheless. I kind of like these cavalries now. The rework from demo has been quite good, in my opinion. Let's check Mercury. Oh. Oh. I think we are pulling back. And there is green hero as well. Okay, that's lightning bolt and ice bolt. 265, 215, and fireball 214. Let's go with that. I was kind of wondering that they're doing quite nice damage, but then I kind of remembered that the hero's attack value is quite nice as well. And that does the trick. And I think that might already be good enough boots to actually utilize. So what's the question mark over there? Oh. I guess I need to visit that place as well. Treasury. Okay, so that's... And there is hero as well. I mean, so many heroes. Hippodrome, I think this will actually serve us better for the moment. And I can't remember what the upgrades do. So that's healing. I guess we'll take the better fighters. Let's go and visit that scout. You could come get some troops as well. You, over here. I've been following one of our own. Her actions have been troubling. She left something behind at that site. Go see what it is. I must return to Alva with my report. Forgotten diary. Okay. So I need you to go and replenish your mana. And then next turn we'll move out. Oh, you don't get to rest. So, I guess alchemical dust is not an issue for us. So you have full spell points. Where are the... yeah, you have. Good. And then Griffin Rookery 2. So which one? Sunspear, Cavalry, Noble Cavalry. Initiative of all friendly creatures. That looks a bit cooler, so we'll go with that. And then those... oh. Well, that's what we'll have to settle with. And let's save once again. Too many enemy heroes nearby for my liking to breathe safely. I think we will stick to the attack. And that requires, yeah, Mercury. And after that, we have finished everything. Preacher. May the sun bless you. And who might you be? I'm but a humble servant of the heavenly radiance here on a holy mission. Which is... my, so far you are the first person to express interest in my story in this entire sun-forsaken forest. Let me tell you then my tale. Wait, I have always thought it was my calling to serve the sun ever since I was a child. I did not feel at home among the worries and problems of the mundane. Serving a higher power now, that would be my true purpose, is what I thought. But even after taking my vows, I discovered that temple life had an equal amount of routine. Cleaning the halls, counting donations, making sure the larders are stocked. Is this truly all I was meant for? Most people would just call that honest work. Ah, you are forgiven for thinking that, my friend. Our lives are given to us so that we may seek unity with the heavenly, an ascension that will see us leave this plane of worry and sorrow. I have pondered this topic many times. And as such stories go, on one of those fateful days where my stomach was full of ale and my head was full of heavy thoughts, I was struck with revelation. I realized that perhaps I was put on this world not to pursue my own ascension, but to help others achieve it. Others who we never thought might ascend. Elves, dwarves, dragons, and yes, even minotaurs. Are they not all worthy of the sun's embrace equally? Have we not been selfish in keeping this path to ourselves? Good questions. Better question. Do you ever stop talking? Oh, more of a reader. Fear and fret not. I have several pamphlets that explain the path to the heavenly radiance in detail. Here. And if you aren't interested in them yourself, could I ask you to hand these pamphlets out to the local elves? I came here to try and convert them, but none have been receptive so far. Could you try? For a sizable reward, of course. Well, I do like the word sizable in this context. So be it, we'll go around with this paper, can't be too hard, just don't expect any miracles. Do not worry, my friends, I have every confidence in your success. Okay. Endless scroll of gold. Favorable wind taunt. Oh, forgot those. Another settlement. A town. Let's go and grab that one, and now we can finally get the mage skills level 2. Okay, and let's go and deal with those. So, yeah, we cannot build anything. Here, let's begin with troop training places, and I think we want to have, in this instance, those. And let's recruit what we can, just in case. Have I visited this already? Okay. Prismatic nest. Yeah. Tier 1 creatures. So magic mirror restores 4 mana. Enemy hero. Do we dare to engage? Ice bolt. Okay, we cannot use lightning bolt, but umbral grip. I really do like the cavalry in this early access version. In the demo they were just plain bad, but here they look rather good. Okay, I don't dare to go over there. Did I visit that? No, I didn't. Hippodrome. Okay, that's blue hero. I think we will try to pursue. Okay, not then. Fortifications 3. Perhaps some guards could be beneficial. Let's gather some troops first. Perhaps we don't need. Let's go straight away over here. And let's begin with Fireball. Umbral Grip. This. Okay, your turn. Okay, and let's begin with, well, the good knights. And can we cave in? Not quite the cave in I was hoping for. Not sure if energy explosion is actually fully working. Ah, that's by focus charge. Makes sense. And you need to continue. Are they north there? Well, in any case, let's build Griffin Rookery. Okay, it's a turn. Could we accumulate enough wood and ore? Actually useless. Yeah, not for us quite just yet. Okay, so that area has been scoured. Sandrop Chapel. Once again, we are missing some mercury. Where is, yeah, the market? And if we want to have this. Your entangling must stop. Please turn your warriors around. We don't wish you harm. An elemental creature and still you choose to rub shoulders with Templars. That's despicable treason. We move on as one. Fey formations. Okay. This might actually be quite bad. 14. They have some kind of magic resistance. Ice Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Can we still do something? Yeah, I think it's actually... we need some more troops. So basically, you head back. And you continue to. Do what must be done. And I think we will make the difference now this time. To get that Sundrop Chapel straight away. So the enemy hero might very well be coming. Oh, so I'm making this video in 2 different occasions, and it seems that we are missing all the upgrades do change. I guess that's the way to go. Okay, nice. What do we get? Mycelium roots. Okay. Let's actually quick save. Might be that we will engage an enemy soon. Especially if that was their last city. Tower of Stargazer. Okay, another hero. Can we take him or her on? We'll find out soon enough. You're entangling my stop. Please turn your warriors around. We don't wish you harm. An element. Okay, I think we had this dialogue already. Ouch. And I think, yeah, we will just it's over there. Let's utilize that. Ouch. This... They cannot... They have debuff. Okay. That's... None of them can use. For 5 turns. That's really annoying. So ice, no crystal crown, but ice bolt. Okay, that's actually, I think, a bit better than the alternative. And lightning bolt. And I think we really need to attack. Okay. Yeah. Ouch. Might be that we are losing the battle at this pace. Okay. Do we have umbral grip ready? But we cannot get too far away. Okay, that was good. Oh. So we desperately do need some reinforcements. The stars, the heavens, the sky, it's all falling, it's all false. The celestial dance has disturbed the flow, yes. What speaks to you, wanderer of the stars? Can't you see, the proof is above you, the ancient alignment has changed. The ancient arcana of the worlds will lead to disaster. Magic itself is about to end, the harp and the spider have revealed it to me in the sway of the new star. The harp and the spider, these are names of constellations, yes, forces of two schools, but the stars remain in their place. We sense no rupture in the weave, the flame, the water, nothing falters in our grasp. You are a mage? Then please show me your craft. I need to be certain that the constellations do not foretell our doom. Ah, you wish to see. We will show, though the echoes of the skies are for you to hear. The spell of motion, the spell of speed, haste, invoke its constellation. Let's invoke the knight. Then what of the spell that calls hearts to anger to strike at the hated foe, taunt, invoke its constellation? I don't know. The spell that manifests fate, that brings death from the future to the present, impending fates, invoke constellation. Can dragon. Finally, the spell that grants soldiers the full might of nature, Xmilla's rampage, invoke its constellation. No, this is wrong. It's all wrong. My fate is shrouded in darkness, as is yours. The flow distorts, and he vanished, leaving only shadows behind. Okay. So, basically, since our ranged attacks get distorted, we don't have what it takes. But at the very least, we should be able to do some harm, because we took every creature from the settlement, and then you must bring the reinforcements so we can take the battle. Oh no. They do have a really high resistance. At least we'll keep shooting this time. And perhaps we might have the ranged superiority relatively soon. It's 290, so those inflict about 1/2, except this does what it's supposed to do. Okay, that didn't go too well. Oh, I should have used... Okay, that went actually nice enough. Yes. Perhaps we should focus on these. Okay, umbral grip is not in our grip. And we need to stay away from the range of that. Ouch. Still a lot of spells. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's deal with these first. And perhaps in this case, it's that which we have to use. $290 shackles. What about Shade Cloak? Okay. Okay, and it seems we need to load from here, and yeah, we just can't go waltzing in. And then you, Mr., head back home. And then let's change these. So basically, seems that we need to combine forces. To actually dare to do something. Okay, then let's begin to accumulate resources. And perhaps you could dare to visit at least that. So let's hire these, and these, or whatever we can. And we want to hire these, yeah. So now what we have to do is to gather all those unupgraded units and make sure they are upgraded. And I think in this case that initiative might be better. And yeah, upgrading those might be good as well. And I think we need to actually wait for one turn. Guess Sun Herald is, yeah, there, and then let's hire. What should we hire? Well, perhaps in market. Let's get rid of some of the gems. Okay. And I think we are good to go. Enemy luck. Defense, actually, yeah. I think that's actually better for us. Power and knowledge. And here we go. And you head back and organize that defense. Okay, perhaps we could reach the city before they have a chance of getting new troops. And I think it was this way. Let's save. Still that way, I think. And it might be that they are actually coming this way, so Let's hire anything we can to keep it out of enemy hands. Okay, both of their heroes are going that way. And now we will give them a chase. Perhaps we have still a bit time before they reach us. Okay, I think here we are able to engage either of them. Okay. So let's continue the hounding. And perhaps we'll just use the umbral grip. And then we wait. Okay, so we do have our ranged attacks. We can just practically wait. Oh, 53. That's actually quite a force of those. But still, that's some nice halving the number. Okay, and this should do the trick. Excellent. Quiet Eye of Dragon might be actually attack and defense. I think, well, how much does it cost to upgrade it? 25. And now it gives 2 attack and defense, so clearly better compared to that previous one. Then let's recruit every remaining troop we can and be ready to defend. Oh. I guess time to begin to recruit troops over here as well. And then soon, I guess we need to recruit What? Only 60? That's some hefty damage resistance they have going on. But still, that's better than nothing, I think. So, what was that? No ranged attacks, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, Ice Bolt. Those. Can we use something else? Blessing on you. Okay. And then let's start hitting. No! Bah. Well, probably we should be able to knock that one out. Now that we are inside. Okay, next, do we have the... We don't have the Umbral Grip. And the gates are still intact. What would this do? Okay, so if these shoot inside, they only do half the damage apparently. Okay, that was plain nasty. I guess they got mad now. That's still a nasty force. I kind of thought that I selected that plus 300% damage, but apparently that was not the case. Yeah. I should have guessed that. So basically... Now the question is, do we have enough troops to actually survive their last barrage of spells? I don't think we actually do. Yeah. So where is our last quick save? Here. Not sure if we actually should do any of those upgrades. Dwellings visited. So what troops we could recruit? Some range support, but I think we will value the morale a bit more. Ice Bolt. Let's upgrade it. Umbral Grip. Yeah, let's most definitely upgrade it. If we can, then you will head north. And yeah, some additional gold. No, and you. Let's go and deal with these. Oh, perhaps I should have used that. Okay, nice. Then we had Ice Bolt upgraded. Not really doing that much. Okay, that's one down. One to go, and we do have this. And there they come. Coming, it seems, this way. Okay, and let's hope that this time our troops will be enough. And I probably need to use every scrap of resources I have to buy more troops. Okay, so if this doesn't work, then too bad. By the way, can we upgrade some of your artifacts? Abilities. Okay, that might be the edge we need. It takes 4 turns. So now ranged. Okay, so basically it's the birds that will begin. So we could kind of make a hit and run. Do we have anything like dispel? Okay, let's head home. What troops we still have? Cave in. And in this case, these towers should shoot over there. We want to minimize the casualties we do suffer. And that's an excellent place for fireball. Yeah. Lightning bolts and ice bolts are available. Okay, it's about that. And let's take a small distance away. And the sea goes down. Oh. A horrible place. But you, can you begin to fire soon? Perhaps we could use actually fireball first. And then... okay, no lightning bolt then. Okay, finally. Okay, and yep, that will be worth it. So does it have unlimited retaliations? Is it still possible that we actually might lose this? No! Kevin, is it immune to it? Yes, it is. What was that? Ooh, that was too close a call. Okay. So now we have pretty much outpaced the enemy. And that should mean that we can explore the map at our leisure, at least hopefully. Oh, what? So much for our leisure then. So did the enemy heroes just suddenly spawn? No, they still had one. Okay. Okay, and seems that not quite at our leisure then. She respawned. Okay, so basically it means that the enemy still has a city, which we need to deal with. Every casualty we inflict is an improvement for the future battles. Let's try to pick such a place that enemy fireball is not practically an option. Okay, great. So yeah, I think we should try to get that. I guess they are thinking the same. Oh. Okay, we cannot even get away. So that's the defense over here. Just wondering, are these low tier troops slowing us down so much that we move this slowly? And I think it's high time to get the treasury. Oh, okay, not then. Okay, fireball doesn't really do that much. think the umbral grip might work some wonders. Ice bolt. That. This. Oh. Okay. And that does the trick. And let's head this way. Yeah. Should have just surrendered. No, this is our land. We will never yield. To blind fanatics of the temple, nor to the mindless servants of Alvar. Back to the roots. They are gone. Our insides are bawling with gloom. This is how wars are, Lafure. Little we can do about it. I'm sorry to say it, but not picking a side is a privilege that not everyone can afford. Now we should focus on why we initially came here and figure out how we will get to the energy source. Twilight, yeah. Okay, and let's go and... Look, wood dwellers. Let's approach the druids. Hail, don't be alarmed. I just want to talk. Then speak to us. Great, so I've met this preacher and he asked me to give you one of these pamphlets. You wanted to talk and now you hand us a paper? We do not read, for written words remove knowledge from the sacred vessels that are the body and the soul. So, it means you aren't interested, you are unwelcomed. Well, that didn't go very well. A moment of your time? What do you want? Alright, let's change tactics. I just want to tell you what is written on one of these pamphlets, no need to read it yourselves, I'll do it for you. You would have us watch as you speak words from profane source? Is it really that bad? You are unwelcome here. Okay, this is ridiculous. The last ones had better to be more open-minded. Before you even think about attacking, let me warn you. It didn't end well for the last two groups that tried. Why would we attack you? Because I'm about to recite an entire religious sermon, that's why. Can't believe I had to memorize all of this nonsense. Anyway, you tree huggers listening, alright, here goes. We are all different creeds. Of different creeds we follow different masters, but the sun shines upon us all, calling us up. We can all embrace by its after death in a perfect paradise. Want to know more? Well, a certain human here can tell you all about his faith. If you don't attack me, I'll point you in his direction. Why would we want to join the sun? This is strange indeed, but still you spoke with such conviction. We will allow this human a few moments of our time. I have waited to hear that for so long. As long as you show up for the sermon, I'll get my reward. Okay, great. And I think we really want to that... Exactly that. I mean, going for future battles... with actually upgraded artifacts will be quite a bit better than with the artifacts we have at the moment. Okay, but before doing those... let's explore the whole place. Just one last thing to confirm. Are we interrupting something? Seems like a good time to take my leave. We will cover your tracks. Okay. Almost like not worth the time spent here, probably. We don't really need that. You realize that running from your own people only makes you look more guilty, don't you? And are you here to drag me before the triumvirate? I do not fear them. They are leading Alva to disaster. You can explain yourself to the triumvirate. It would change nothing, and I have no time for empty debates. Do not follow me. If we cross paths again, word will no longer suffice. So what do we get from there? Golden crystals. I don't think we really need either that much. So what did we get? +3 attack. +3 hit points. Oh. Skull of Milos. That might actually be handy at the beginning of the missions. Golden Moth. What does it provide? Some additional gold. So, is it real or just another fable? I need certainty before I take the risk. It's real, hidden in the depths of ice. The ice, then we must go back. Stop! You won't slip away this time. You are not alone, deceiver. You again, I want you not to follow. Fine then, handle this. Okay. Repaired portal, okay. So apparently they got away. Still something we could do over here. We have some of these question marks left. Okay, so that 20 alchemical dust is actually really great. Is the quest marker actually, it's not there. So we could change resources for dust, except we don't have mercury. a diary. Let's see what it says. The Triumvirate has rejected my proposal yet again. Their view is to seek the scale of the danger we face. We need drastic measures or Alvar will fall. I have been studying those scripts recovered from the ruins. You fight fire with water, do you not? A simple thought, but perhaps the key. The problem is there is simply not enough water in this world to stand against what's coming, or more precisely, we are lacking the right water. But what if there were more? The tomes speak of forces beyond anything Alvarian mages or even elementalists have ever known, far older, far greater, but what of the elementals themselves? I might have found a way, but I must act quickly. Without the Triumvirate support, losing Alvar is only a matter of time, and any hope of saving it is slipping away. The elemental forces here are strong, exactly what I need for the petition. The entry ends here. Okay, and now we had this. The stars, the heavens, the sky, it's all fun. I think we have had this. Yeah. The spell of speed, haste. Kotal. Hearts to anger. I don't know. Night. Impending fate. Candle. Fangs. Okay, I guess that was an epic fail. And you actually could go and visit that guy over there. And so, now you understand that there are other worlds beyond this one and the one granted by your Mycelium. Among all of them, the realm of the sun is the most perfect and every soul strives to enter it, even yours. Looks like you have got a captive audience. All thanks to you, my friend, I trust your mission went smoothly. There were a few cultural misunderstandings. I see. Well, all that ends well. Please take your reward. What does this do? I don't want to bother with that one. Okay, and Gunnar. Oh. So basically, we'll go and visit that place then. And then I guess we need to wait for a couple of turns so that we can get that enough wood and stone for the footman over there. Aye, we still wouldn't mind some help since you are here. Help, you say. If you lend a hand, we won't forget the favor. Here, as for what's needed, 50 units of ore and 50 units of wood, these shipments have stopped, and without them we can't finish what we started. Here, you should cover your needs. This is exactly what we needed, you have my gratitude, let's see to it that you're properly rewarded. Well, that's actually quite nice. And then, is it +5? Yes. +6. Okay. And since those armies are not growing, can we... And let's upgrade that, and this, and that. And perhaps actually I should save, just in case that there is something growing. And then there was this alchemical lab, which I think we should fully utilize. So marketplace, and we need mercury. That should suffice. And Gunnar, you do that. And that's perhaps everything we need. Okay. That might actually be quite good for Gunnar. And then we need to visit the Mage Guild. Do we actually need to visit? Okay, so I think we have done pretty much anything we can to help the future missions. Just in case, I think we should try to get some additional troops. Now you head over there. I'm just wondering. Okay, and let's go and visit this place then. I sense your arrival, but I did not expect you to find me so quickly. And it's month 4. Welcome, wayfarers. My name is Ignatius, though most simply call me the Old Pilgrim. What brought you such an unusual party to the depths of the Murmur Woods? Greetings, silver-haired men. Strange, fiery energy stirs from within your woods. We cannot explain it, but we distinguish it clearly from afar. The Triumvirate has sent us to uncover its source. Fiery energy. You have no idea how close to the truth you are, elemental, but seeing as you have managed to end the conflict that has been raging in this realm, you might soon find out. It's unfortunate. Neither the Fae nor the Templars were willing to listen to me, and the forest wanted to end to the fighting. And now that it has ended, I can focus on making sure that your interaction with the flaming power ahead remains contained. Go to the portals, just try to steel yourself for what you will find beyond. A mystery, exciting. Okay, and here we go. Hammer my horns, is that a human? We wish we knew what it was, but we do not know what it is. I think he's still alive. What is this madness? Hello, can you hear me? I heard it. I heard the call, but I never reached it. New voice? Ha ha ha, yes, I can hear you. Did you come to end my agony? Be careful, he has been trapped like this for too long. Even I cannot say if there is anything left of him beyond the suffering. We came to understand what is happening here. We followed the intuition of my friend. Hello, you seem to be somewhat burning too, like us, like fear. And we found you. What's happened? Ha ha ha. I came to the forest like you, sent here with the others, by order of the temple. We were just collected some wood, I went for a stroll at night, and then I heard a voice. A voice. A chorus. It rang inside me, through my bones, my soul, and then my heart. It burned. The voice came from that scarlet star. As it hung in the sky, it called me, it offered me everything I ever wanted. And I still reach for it, but the roots. The roots, how did you become a plant part? The forest, it took hold of me too, I think. I think it's trying to heal me, to protect me from the call of the star. But I don't want it. I want to join that chorus. The chorus pulls me up to the sky, and the roots, they pull me down to the ground. They tear at me, pull me apart. One calls me forward into the transformation, the other drags me back to everything I once was. I cannot escape either, I cannot bear it. We can discern two forces within him. One is the Murmur Woods, the other, we don't know it. No, we don't, but I do. I know that I know it from before, but we don't remember. Can we do anything for you? End it. Kill me. All right, I suppose you deserve to be free. Thank you. Sweet release.
That is a tragic story indeed. What else is there to say?
I know. The Murmur Woods have always had a mind of their own, but this... What kind of power could compel them to do it?
A hellish one. And we still have no idea how to stop it.
So, Renegade will be the next mission. And this is actually everything for today. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldHomm out.